Hi everybody and welcome to the next project. My name is Alex and now it's time to scrape data from this website here. It's target.com and our mission is to extract the data from this fitness related products. But this time we don't want to use Selenium, we won't work with Beautiful Soup, but we will try to scrape the data which is stored behind the website's API. Okay, this is right now our main goal. But first of all, we will use the Jupyter Notebook as our IDE. And you see here that I've already created this empty notebook. I've just provided the headings and the data we want to extract. So it will be the product title, the price, the brand, the average rating, and the rating count. Okay, and now let's go ahead and start. But first of all, let's actually import the packages which are required directly in the beginning, and we need to import the requests library and also pandas as PD. Okay, pandas is in this example required because we want to see our data before we output it in the Excel. And now I have one error message, so it's import pandas as PD because PD is actually our alias for the pandas library. Okay, let's run it again. And okay, next error message, it's not request, it's requests. Okay, we have a plural and not a singular. So run it. Now it's fine. Now let's go back to the website and we need to find a strategy how to get access to the website's API in order to get the data we want to extract. So first of all, let's try to make a right click and then inspect. And here you need to click on the network tab. And actually inside this window, you usually see the requests of the website. But now you don't see anything, it's just blank. We want to scroll down and observe if something happens. Okay, so for now, you see that we have two different requests. Okay, and we can actually make a cross check if these requests are helpful for us. How can we do this? For example, here we know for the first product, the cost is $12.99. Okay, we open up this first request, open this data, search products, and let's open the first product here. You see we have right now $99.99, and this is actually not what we need for the first product. Okay, that means this request is not helpful right now for this result list. What about the second one? Let's click on this, open everything again. Here the first item, and we again see something like $99.99. It's just not helpful to get this results here. That means actually my way of working looks like this. So I scroll down all the way again. Then I want to clean up everything. So click on this button. Now you see everything disappeared. And then click on the next page. And you see that directly several requests fire up. Okay, and now we are inside the second page. Go back all the way down. Okay, so until you see the next or the previous page. Again, clean up everything. Go back to page number 1. And now you see that directly not just 2 requests appear, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's make again a check. Click on the first one. Data, search, products, first item, and now you see that we have $12.99. Okay, it can maybe this first product. Let's make another cross check. We have, for example, a rating count of 67. Okay, and here you see that we have a count of 67. So these two data information are actually proof enough right now to be sure that this request is what we need to get access to this result list. Okay, actually guys, there are several ways to check the request and the response of the website, but you just have seen step by step how my procedure can look like. Okay, that's it. So now what we need to do is the following. We see here we have, let's see, we start with index 0 and then all the way down we have 26. That means inside this website we have 27 results. Again, we start counting from 0. This is why we need to add a 1 to this 26. Okay, that's it. In the next step, what we need to do is we want to actually recreate this request inside our Jupyter notebook. Okay, that means I make a right click on the right request, it's this one, then copy, and then I scroll down until I see this curl. Okay, copy as curl, click on this one, and now I need to Google up something. Let's search for curl converter. Okay, click on enter, and you can just directly click on the first one. And here you see that with this program, we can actually convert the curl command to a Python request. And this is actually what we need to do. So a curl command, let's hit Ctrl V to paste it. And this command looks actually like this. So with this curl command, you can actually make your request from your command prompt, okay, from your CMD. But now I don't want to use my CMD, I want to create a Python request. And therefore we use this curl converter. Okay, now I want to highlight everything, copy everything, Ctrl C, back to the Jupyter notebook and paste it inside this cell. Okay, and again we have, for example, this import requests. We don't need it because we have already imported everything in the beginning. Okay, and in the next step what I can do is I can just run this cell. Okay, let's do it, and we don't see an error message. But before we proceed, let's go back again to the website and take a look on the logic. So here again we had our request for this result list for the first page, and here we had also the possibility to take a look at the data. So make sure you have right now open this preview tab. Okay, so we have 3 different tabs which are important inside this network tab. Okay, so first network, and then we have number 1, we have the header. Here we have the request URL, then we have the request method and the status code. So these 3 information points are very important. Then we have the preview of our data. Here you can make a cross check if this is actually the correct request for, so in order to get the data for this result list. Okay, so make a cross check if here inside this preview tab the data which you want to scrape is actually stored or not. Okay, and then we have actually this response, and again in order to recreate this response to our Python notebook, we need to click on the right request, then copy and copy as CMD, go to our curl converter and convert this command to a Python request, copy everything, get back to our Jupyter notebook, paste it here, run the cell, make sure you don't have an error message, and now this is actually how you can recreate your request from Python, or in this example directly from your Jupyter notebook. That's it. So, and again we have the headers, then we have the parameters, which are very, very important when it comes to working with multiple pages, but this will be actually part of this video in a little bit later. And here we have the request. Okay, we make a GET request to this website and store everything inside the response variable. That's it. And this is just a comment, and we can delete it. We don't need it. Okay, so let's just delete everything here. And then in the next step, what you need to do is, so first of all, let's run it again to make a cross check. No error message. It looks nice. And then you can go ahead and check the response or the status code. Okay, so just use the response variable. It's this one. Run it. 200 means we have successfully made a request or a HTTP request to this website. Okay, everything went well, and 200 is actually the number we want to see. In the next step, we need to create our JSON object. And how can we do this? It's quite simple. So just type in response.json. Sorry, it's JSON. And now let's run the cell. And you see here we have our JSON object. And this is actually, yeah, a dictionary with key and value elements. And inside this JSON, our data is actually stored. Okay, this is it. This is actually, you can say this is our starting point. Okay. So next, let's output the keys from this JSON file. But before we do this, we can actually store this JSON object inside a variable. Let's go ahead and do this. So I will choose the result_JSON or results_JSON. Copy this expression here, copy that, and paste it here. Okay, let's run it. And in the next step, we want to output our keys. Okay, let's do this. So it's results.json.keys. Run the cell, and we have in the beginning just one key element. Let me show you. So here in the preview we have this data, okay, and this is actually this key element here. And then if we open it, underneath we have again one different key element, and then we have 3 different key elements. Okay, and as we know, our data is stored inside this product key element. Okay, that means somehow we need to navigate right now from the data, okay, to search to products. Let's take a look how we can do this. So actually I can just remove this line and this line, and now I want to start with results_JSON. Okay, and we know that our only key is this one. That means we want to target it. So results.json, then data, and make sure you write it so exactly in this format. Run the cell, and now you see that we have a lot of different data. Again, just one key element in the beginning, and we need to target it. Okay, so data, then we have the search. Run the cell, and now we see this information. Let's take a look how it looks here. So we have data, search, and then we have 3 different keys. Okay, we can again make a cross check. So here we have products, search recommendations, and search response. Okay, if we proceed here and we want to extract the keys, let's run it. And again we have the products, search response, and the search recommendations. This is, guys, how you can make your cross check between your notebook and this website here. Again, we have these 3 key elements. In the next step, we want to open the products key. Okay, that means let's target the product. So it's products, and now let's run the cell again. Okay, and you see here that everything is stored inside this area. So let's open this up, and you see that now we have actually the list of our products, again starting with number 0 until number 26. And here we can actually make a cross check. So let's use the length function. Okay, run the cell, and voila, we have directly 27 results. This is actually what we need. Okay, this is the ultimate starting point for getting the results of our data. Okay, so we have this 27, and I want to store this actually inside a different variable. Let's say it's the result_items. Okay, or let's say result items. This is better. Result items, and this is actually our starting point. Okay, again, length function. I will just leave it inside this notebook. So length of the result items is 27. And again, this is our starting point. Now we need to proceed and grab our first data point. It's the product title. Okay, so it's the product title. Okay, and we start to grab the data from the first product. Okay, then we want to loop through all products, And in the third step, or step number 3, we want to use multiple pages. That's it. But for simplicity reasons, because I want to go so step by step, I want just apply all these 5 data points to just the first product, okay? Hope that makes sense. That means I start again. This is our starting point, don't forget it. Let me just make a short comment. So this is the starting point. And I start with result underscore items. And then again, since we have 27 different products, I can simply use the index 0 to get access to product number 1. Okay, let's run this. And now it's up to us to find the element for the product title. Okay, this is it. So let's take a look. And here actually, sometimes it's just simpler to open up this one. So open up this. And here, for example, we have this several key elements. Okay, and it's up to us to find the correct one. So let's take a look. For example, here, let's open up the primary brand. Nothing special. Product description. Let's see if here is something. And actually right now I don't see anything. Let me just make a cross check here. Yep, it should be inside this product description. And then let's open, okay, I see it right now. So here, this is actually the title, okay? So it's loop band kit blue. And you see here inside our first result, it's loop band kit blue, okay? And now it's up to us to grab this key element here. Okay, so again, we start with index 0, then we have opened up the item. Okay, that means back to the Jupyter Notebook. Here, we need to provide the item key. Let's run it. Okay, now we are closer. Then inside the item, what we have is the product description. Okay, let's go back. And here we need to provide the product. So let me just take a look again. Product underscore, okay, product underscore description. Let's run it. And now we can just directly target the title key. Okay, that means title. Let's run this one. And voila, now we have grabbed this line here. Okay, and this is actually, yeah, just not necessary. We don't need it. That means I can just go ahead and use the replace function. And I can replace this string element here, copy that, paste it here, make a comma, and then I would just want to replace it with nothing, okay? Let's run again, and voila, now we just have this product title. That's it. This was actually the first data point. The next one is the price, okay? Again, we start with result item 0. Okay, here, let's run it. Back to our website and let's see how to grab the price. And now we don't need to use again the item key, but we can just directly proceed with this price key element. Okay, that means let's just target the price key. It's price. Okay, and now you see we just have 3 different key elements, and we can just choose between the first one and the second one. It actually doesn't matter, but for now let me just go ahead and use the second one. So it's the formatted current price, copy that, and inside the key I want to paste it. Okay, cool, nice. Now we have the product title and the price. Next data point is the brand. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look how to get access to this brand data point. So let me provide a short comment. It's brand. Then again, our starting point is the first element. Click on this one, and then let's take a look how to find the brand. So let's open up the item key. Okay, the item key, then we have the primary brand, and inside this primary brand key we have the name. Okay, this is it. Again, item, primary brand, name. Let's do it. So it's item, then we have the primary brand. Okay, let's run it, and then let's grab this name key element here. So it's name, run it, and voila, this is right now the brand. Next, we have the average rating. Okay, that means let me provide one comment, average rating, and let's take a look how to get access to this information here. So again, here after we have targeted the first item, we have this ratings and reviews key, and inside this one we have the statistics, and here we have the rating key, and then we have the average and the count. Okay, that's it. Let's do this right now. So again, we have first item, then ratings and reviews, and what you also can do is make just a double click, copy this one back to Jupyter Notebook. Okay, we start, so 1 second, we want to start here, copy that, paste it here, now copy this one again, or cut it off, and because now we want to target this key element, paste it right now here, then run it, and you see that you have the ability to copy directly this statistics key, then provide it here, run this cell, and now you see we get closer and closer. Now we want to get access to this rating key, so copy that one, paste it here. Now we need to get so first of all it's the average. Okay, so copy that one and paste it here. That's it. So now we have successfully grabbed the data point of the average rating. Let me just copy this whole cell, paste it here, and now we want to have the rating count. And you've seen that the rating count was actually directly inside the same key until we actually get this rating. So let me just show you what I mean. Let's just remove this average, run this cell again, and yeah, this is what I meant. So we have the count actually underneath the average. That means I can just directly make use of the count key element. Okay, let's run it, and let me drink something. And finally, we also have the ability or the information about the rating count. That's it, guys. So this was actually the data points for the first product. We have the product title, the price, the brand, the average rating, and the rating count. And I would say I can just make a shortcut here. And in the next video, we want to proceed, put everything together, okay, and grab the data for all 27 products of the first page. Okay, so I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.